Joining us is Wisconsin's Republican Senator, the great state of Wisconsin, I might add. Sorry to Senator Landrieu from the great state of Louisiana. But anyway, Senator, you said it was disgusting.
It was.
Is it still?
Sure. I mean, Greta, even right now we're talking about supposedly a deal that's going to be about $2.4 trillion worth. I mean, think of what that is. It's $2.4 million worth. And you just have a couple people negotiating this. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, we're talking about the federal government's budget here.
But you get a vote tomorrow or the next day?
Well, I don't know. You heard Senator Sessions say that we really do need time to review this. We don't want this like the health care law that nobody ever read the thing. You know, we don't want to have to, pass it to see what's in it. We actually want to see what's in this before we go ahead and pass it.
In terms of what you know so far, the same question I posed to Senator Landrieu and Senator Sessions, does it look like something that's is something that you can put your hands around, that's something you're likely to vote for?
Here's the first problem. The rating agencies, everybody's been keying on that. They say we need at least $4 trillion, to avoid a downgrade in our debt. This is only going to be about $2.4 trillion.
I hate the rating agencies. They're the ones who got us into this mess with the way those toxic CDOs that they gave AAA ratings for, and now they got their foot on our.
Let's put it a different way then.
Okay. All right.
I mean, what is happening right now is we've doubled spending in just the last 10 years. 10 years ago we spent $1.8 trillion. This year we'll spend $3.6 trillion or more. What the president's budget would do after 10 years, increase that from 3.7 to 5.7 trillion dollars. He would spend $46 trillion. And all we're doing in this bill is lowering that by, what, $900 billion? And I'm an accountant. The only way you can really guarantee $900 billion worth of spending cuts is you better make sure that the first year you're cutting about $90 billion. I've seen estimates of maybe $7 billion the first year, maybe $22 billion. What is the control over the fact that we'll actually get $900 billion in that first tranche, and there's no guarantee of $1.2 trillion in the second tranche? I mean, we have got to begin controlling spending in Washington. This is the business as usual. I mean, this is a spending culture in Washington, and it's bankrupting America. So the only reason I came here is see if I couldn't do something about changing this culture.
Is this going to get us at all ahead of the game, or is this? I mean, is this in any way appealing? Is there anything sort of good in it?
Here's another problem. The health care law. The CBO estimated only 3.6 million people would lose their employer coverage and get dumped in the exchanges at a very highly subsidized rate. We've had polling now where 50% of employers will drop coverage. There's 180 million people that get their coverage through their employers right now. If half of those go in there, that's going to cost $2 trillion over the next 10 years, over to $4 trillion. So the health care law alone could eat up any savings that this bill creates.
So from what I understand, I can't see how you're a yes on this.
This is totally inadequate. I mean, it's sad. It might be a step in the right direction, but it is not fixing the problem. And again, it's not just about this August 2nd deadline. It's really about the amount of spending, the amount of debt that this country is incurring, and it's really the debt in relationship to the size of our economy. If our economy was $100 trillion large, $14 trillion wouldn't be a problem. But our economy is only $14.8 trillion, and that is the problem. We have way too much debt for the size of our economy.
And how about, let me ask you quickly, do you want to stick around and handle that problem, this continuing resolution funding our government ends September 30th? Do you want to do that now, or do you want to wait till the 29th of September?
What should have happened is the Democrats should have passed a budget in the Senate back on April 5th. I know.
We're over that one.
No, we're not over that. I mean, that is the problem. That's what's so disgusting about this. So now we're backing up against these deadlines, and we're trying to spend trillions of dollars in a couple weeks. And we're being given these bills. We have no time to read them. That is horrible government. It's an awful process, and it's going to produce an awful product.
Senator, thank you, sir.
Thank you.